So that's who Ricochet was meant to be.
Who is this?
It's Nightwing. It's like a DC superhero come motorcyclist.
And you own that. You spent your money on that.
Well, everybody
How old
told
are
me.
you?
I'm 35, thank you, please.
Talking about wrestling for a living as well.
I know, talking about myself in wrestling. My dad would be furious.
He's thrown another thing. He's broken another possession.
I'm Tom Campbell, along with Broken Possession Adam Pacitti, and this is your Cultaholic Daily Wrestling News. We have news on Alicia Fox reportedly being sent home over SummerSlam weekend. Which WWE superstar has signed a new multi-year deal? And what's the current plan for Clash of Champions? We'll get to that soon. So reports surfaced yesterday from Casey Michael of Squared Circle Sirens, who says that Alicia Fox was reportedly heavily drinking and was sent home from SummerSlam weekend after an incident with a fan.
Yeah, we don't know what this incident is. It's not the first time that we've had reports of Alicia Fox turning up drunk. In fact, it's the reported reason that Arn Anderson was let go, because she was allowed to wrestle drunk at a WWE live event. I don't really want to sit here and speculate on what the issue may be. I guess all that there is to say is that we hope Alicia Fox is okay, that she's getting the help that she needs, because it's not something to joke about.
No, not at all.
She's been with the company for such a long time. Like, she wasn't being used over SummerSlam weekend. I'm not sure if she was doing any meet and greets. If those were pulled, I didn't read any reports of that. But yeah, I just hope she's okay. I like Alicia Fox.
She's been with the company for what, 11 years?
I think it's probably touching 12.
She might be the longest running
female superstar.
in the company.
I think she probably is. Natalia's been there for about 35, actually.
Yeah. Natalia's been there since she was -5. We still don't know who done it, but we do know what has been did lately, and that is Roman Reigns re-signing with the WWE.
Yes.
Adam Pacitti. Some good English language in there.
You nailed that one, Tom. This is no surprise at all. Like, Roman Reigns isn't going anywhere ever. He's like, you can't imagine anyone taking any notice of John Cena going to AEW rumours. Roman Reigns is in the same position, isn't he? He is a WWE superstar through and through, and this is a new multi-year deal. What else can you say about this?
Yeah,
Roman Reigns is staying with the WWE. Who'd have thunk it?
He's on the front cover of the video game. He's in Hobbs and Shaw now, which is like the #1 movie around, and he's in the biggest whodunit of the summer since the heyday of Agatha Christie. So it would be foolish to let him go anytime soon. But incidentally, Roman Reigns did say recently, and we talked about it on this here YouTube channel, in which Roman Reigns did say that he was looking to wrap up his full-time WWE schedule in the next 5 years. So this would probably see him through until the end of his full-time days.
And then does he go on a Legends deal? No, he'll go on just a part-time deal. Paid per appearance, big matches, showcase matches. We got 5 years of Roman. I'm happy about that. Who ran him over? Who?
Yes,
we're getting into it next week.
We are indeed, yes. On SmackDown last night, Buddy Murphy, after getting jostled around by Rowan and Daniel Bryan, admitted that he lied, and it wasn't Rowan or Daniel Bryan that were involved. And we're going to find out, Detective Daniel Bryan is going to find out next week who done it. And
is it just going to be Bryan?
I think it's just going to be Daniel Bryan. I think Daniel Bryan's just going to smack him and go, "It was me, la 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 la."
The optimist in me thinks Luke Harper. I want it to be Luke Harper. Wow. That would be absolutely wonderful. But the realist, the fan who's been watching WWE for like 30 years now, thinks, yeah, it's Daniel Bryan.
This is just an unnecessary stretch along of this story.
Yes, sir.
AEW. Not my words. The words of somebody trying to get the attention of E-Dub. And also the words of All Elite Wrestling fans as we get closer to the launch of AEW's TV show. We have a match announced for episode 2, Adam Pacitti.
Yes, it is Jon Moxley taking on Shawn Spears. That's a big match.
That is a former WWE clash, isn't it? That is. If the things had gone a little bit wayward, that would have been a main event match. But thankfully it hasn't, and it is on a big match, on a main event, an actual main event, not the ironically titled main event, with All Elite Wrestling.
Whoa. You know they used to have The Undertaker on that show.
On main event?
Yeah, big time. Oh no, was that Superstars? That might have been Superstars. Tomato, to be honest.
Triple H was on an episode of Heat once.
Yeah, fair.
Facing Maven.
Heat was good. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, so we're getting Jon Moxley versus Shawn Spears. I've actually got here all the matches announced for TV so far, and in the same way that we had the Campbellometer, I would like to introduce the Pacitti Drome.
Pacitti Drome.
Pacitti drone.
Drone.
Yes.
Drome is like
Yeah.
a building, right? The super
That's a dome.
dome. Drome.
The Pacitti drone.
Okay, I'll go with it.
You have to make a humming noise that to based on how excited you are by the match.
Like a Geiger meter.
Yeah, like
Okay.
like a Geiger counter for Pachittis. Okay, Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho and two mystery opponents. Actually, turn that off for a second. Who are the mystery
Annoying that,
opponents
isn't it?
gonna
I
be?
can't stop that.
Never annoying. Who are the mystery
Stop
opponents
that.
going to be?
For the tag match,
Yeah.
Pac's going to be in there. That's where Pac's going to come back.
You reckon?
No, they can't do
No.
that because it takes the shine away from Pac because there's somebody else.
Because you can't do
Tag team LAX.
Yeah, the sensible money has to be on LAX doing that. Or the Revival. I'm only kidding.
Or Roman Reigns.
Or Roman Reigns and the Big Show. The first ever AEW Women's Champion will be
Can't keep
crowned.
doing the hum. Yeah, I'm very
Okay, I'll tell
excited.
you what.
It's so annoying.
We'll click off the Pacitti drone.
Thank you very much.
We'll rest that idea. Sometimes it's good.
I'll just say numbers.
Yeah, very much like in a web development meeting. It is good
It's a-
sometimes to figure out ideas that work and some that don't. So the first ever women's champion will be crowned. Dr. Britt Baker, surely?
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
She's on
I
a
think
bit
I'm
of
with
a-
you there.
bit
I
of
think
a
I'm with you there
tear.
now. Yeah.
So that's the first taping, October the 2nd in Washington. The second night, also the second week, October the 9th, the arena in Boston. Moxley and Spears, as we've
7 out of 10.
discussed. That's cool. And Young Bucks versus Private Party.
Should be a great match. Probably a 7 out of 10 again, actually.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean as much, perhaps, as the Moxley Spears match, although it's part of the tag title tournament. But Young Bucks Private Party, it's going to be a great match.
Private Party are kind of are very much on the bubble. I think they're going to be a thing, like a real thing in AEW, and I think that and I mean, don't trust me for predictions. Do not trust me for predictions.
Me, however.
There you go. You got the double whammy of prediction perfection. Private Party beat Young Bucks in the opening round.
Yeah, right.
I reckon so.
You reckon they're going to be first tag champs?
I don't know if Private Party will be, but I think Young Bucks will put them over.
It's early for Young Bucks to go out of the tournament, isn't it? I think Young Bucks are sticking around because they're a draw for the later. Oh, I don't know.
Well, I said don't trust me on predictions at all. I said Ziggler would beat Goldberg. Rusev Matchka. Rusev Noski. Where is he on WWE? Well, him and Lana both took time away, as reported a short while ago. They're on a hiatus, and it's been suggested they weren't sure what their next step would be. Rusev has recently tweeted Adam Pacitti, has he not?
He has retweeted a news source saying, "Oh, I know what my next step is.
To the shops to buy some crisps." That's
To
not what.
SmackDown to not be used again."
What do we reckon? Is this just Rusev just trying to blow up Twitter again?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's a shame because fewer people care than ever. And that's sort of WWE's fault for not jumping on Rusev Day and just his immense popularity as much as they could have done. He was so unbelievably over and WWE never fully got behind it. And that must be very, very frustrating when you make something creatively which is brilliant and that people really love and WWE just let it slowly fizzle out. And that's what they did there.
Ever so frustrating for him, but Rusev once again throwing the. It's. Have you noticed this with guys like Rusev and lots of others? They tend to use Twitter to cry wolf a lot now.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Looking at you, Bailey. Saw a video come up from SmackDown that said Bailey comments on Sasha Banks' return. I was like, please challenge her to a
Pull
match.
her out.
Please
pull
pull
her
her
out.
out.
Mess it up.
Gutted she did.
Triple threat with Candice. Go on.
Santana Garrett does sound like an army base, but it's actually a person. Santana Garrett is also
Worst one yet, that.
That is the worst one in it, and I apologise because Santana Garrett is brilliant. Formerly Brittany in Impact Wrestling, she's been signed to a WWE deal. What we're hearing from Squared Circle Siren. She was at the Performance Centre and she's set to be part of the rollout for September. So every month or so they do that thing where they do the roll call of all the people that have joined up with the Performance Centre, and Santana Garrett is going to be part of that. Now, if you're not familiar with the work of Santana Garrett, she's in our microwave right now. If you're not familiar with the work of Santana Garrett, there she is again. She's well-travelled performer, a former NWA World Women's Champion.
Can't wait to get that fixed.
She
Carry
is,
on.
never fix it. She is the winner of multiple titles with like Shine and Women of Wrestling. She was in Impact Wrestling. She was part of the Mae Young Classic.
Brittany was great. Yeah, she was in the Mae Young Classic, wasn't she? Forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, she's fantastic. Great wrestler, great character work. looking forward to that. She'll be on NXT pretty soon.
Yeah, that'll be nice. See you soon. And finalama, according to David Meltzer from Wrestling Observer Radio, all the latest wrestling, all the time. There's a little jingle you can have there, Dave.
Oh, that was the worst one, actually. Sorry, carry on.
You're very welcome. The current plan for Clash of Champions main event is going to be Seth Rollins defending the Universal title against Braun Strowman.
I assumed it would have been. I think this makes sense. We saw on Raw the title, the handing of the belt, and all that stuff. I guess this means that Braun's probably gonna do a bit of a heel turn. Is he heel anyway? I can't quite figure out. He's a bit of a tweener, isn't he, I guess?
Why? He's gone down the Big Show route of I'm just gonna turn face and heel as and when.
Yeah, I mean, they could do it babyface versus babyface, but you got to think with the momentum now that Seth has, following SummerSlam, people weren't behind him before it, now they very, very much are. He got a great reception on Monday Night Raw, that it would mean more, perhaps, to beat monster heel Braun than monster face Braun. But maybe I'm thinking too much about that. Maybe that doesn't need to be the case.
Maybe it just needs to be a case of Braun goes, I'm your friend, but let's have a match anyway. Might be. Do you feel like there's still heat with Braun Strowman? Do you feel like there's still promise there? Because I feel like they've not dropped the ball per se, but dropped the ball per se with Braun Strowman.
I'm quite glad that he's not been champion except for the belt of the greatest Royal Rumble.
Can you defend that at some point? That'd be
You
nice.
bloody should do. No, I'm quite glad because I think he's just a guy that you can go back to at any time. He's not getting any smaller, is he? Is what I'd say. And he still feels like a big deal, if that makes sense. I don't think they've dropped the ball with him, no, because I would, as a sort of, I wouldn't want to see Braun in lots and lots of world title match main events because his matches are very much just like big spot, big spot, big spot. I think it could get quite tiring quite quickly.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm more happy that we've got somebody who can put on really great matches. What do you think?
I like the idea of Braun Strowman getting smaller over time. Like,
it's
we need to use Braun Strowman. Let's go see him. Oh no, he's 4'3". Oh no, Braun! We can't use him as a big man no more. I ain't got an outro. Here's Adam Pacitti plugging the Patreon.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.